Scooters Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooters Coffee, open 7 days a week.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Fieldhouse at Crimson Cliffs High School for playoff basketball here exclusively on the Fan Sports Network. Devin Dixon, Ben Lindquist, and high school basketball presented by the Boulevard. And let the fun and games begin for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. They come into tonight off of by the number 3 seed in the 4A classification, taking on the Murray Spartans, who are the 14 seed. They're coming off a 52-46 win over Uinta earlier this week, and they've traveled down to St. George here to try to upset the Mustangs, and it won't come easy. As I bring in Ben Lindquist, this Mustang team, last time we were on this court, they were clinching a Region 9 championship, but not cutting down the nets. They said they got a bigger goal in mind, and it starts tonight at home.
Certainly right now, Dev, it's one of those games where you have to take it one play at a time. You can't look too far down the road, and tonight Crimson's got to do a great job of coming out with composure on the home court and taking advantage of Murray having to make the drive down all the way down here on President's Day weekend. And you said it. That last week where they played Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every one of those games was a must-win game for them to clinch that region title, and they were able to do it. And so now they're entering the part of the season where it's not only every game matters, it's win or go home, and they don't want to go home just yet.
They got a championship run on their mind, and it starts tonight. This is the pregame show built by Bucks Ace Hardware, 3 Southern Utah locations. Think Bucks for all of your home, garden, and hardware needs. And the court specialist featuring Sport Court here in Southern Utah. Turn your backyard into the ultimate playground. Ben, nice to have a bye. It's the rest versus rust conversation, but everybody's got some nicks and bumps at this point in the season. But sure nice to have some time off as the number 1 team and region champs, even though Pineview has the number 2 seed. Maybe a little chip for Crimson going into the postseason.
Yeah, I think so. A team that they swept in the regular season and could match up to if Crimson's able to get there and Pineview's able to get there in the semifinals of the state tournament. But, Dev, it is a good debate, rest versus rust. And I think, look, let's take it from 2 sides. One, this Crimson team got to watch them play on Tuesday night. 2, they were able to have a scrimmage, an inter-squad scrimmage with alumni a couple of nights ago, and so they were able to kind of simulate that in-game action. But for Murray, you could argue, hey, you got the wiggles out. You got the nerves out. And so tonight, you're saying to yourself, hey, we're going to come out, we're going to shoot it confidently. We've already won one. Next time up.
I agree. How did that alumni game go? A lot of fun for the kids to get out there and run against some of the past Mustangs?
Well, those of you that may know Jordan Eaton, he's actually the Crimson High School scoring leader, career leader, and I guess he had his way with some of the smaller guys on this Crimson team. He's just a beast. I don't think I would ever want to guard that guy. He will bruise you, he will beat you, and he is a competitor. And I guess I think he had 41 is what everybody was telling me. But Crimson came out victorious.
Yep, it only matters on the final score. Both teams getting in the warm-ups here. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, Ben will break down the keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at the City of St. George Rec Center. We'll also get to the starting lineup, and we'll pick our Findlay Subaru Star Watch. It's all coming up tip-off here in less than 7-8 minutes. Playoff basketball on the Fan Sports Network.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Get the whole family moving with the City of St. George Recreation Department. They offer fun, affordable youth and adult sports for all ages and skill levels. Make memories, stay active, and get out and play. Sign up today at sgcityutah.gov/sports.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Good to be with you. Kicking off your Valentine's and President's Day weekend with little high school hoops here on the network. And this is the pregame show. And it's brought to you by Bucks Ace Hardware and our friends, the Court Specialists, featuring Sport Court. Want to remind everybody, if you haven't heard, last year was our first year doing the $5,000 scholarship with the Court Specialists. If you're a parent, you're a coach, you're a high school senior, you want to get your hands on $5,000 towards getting your college education, chasing, playing sports at the next level, go to the Fan Sports Network or the Court Specialist website, and you can nominate those athletes. The only criteria, 3.0 GPA. We want to know how active you are in your school, and you have to play at least one varsity sport, and we will name the winner at the 1st of May. Devin Dixon, Ben Lindquist here. Let's dive into the keys to the game, and I turned it over to my partner, Ben Lindquist, and let's start with the visitors, the Murray Spartans tonight. They're going to try to get off to a hot start on the road.
Absolutely, Devin. When you travel down like they are, and you're in now the second round of the playoffs, and you're the underdog, you've got to come out and try and punch them in the mouth, and they're going to have to do that tonight. They're also going to have to limit their turnovers. This is a team at Crimson that when they get out in transition, when they get going and they get a little bit of momentum, they can turn it up and they can score 6, 7, 8 points without even thinking. Lastly, shot selection. This is a team, they will pull it up from the volleyball line. They'll shoot it from anywhere. We've watched them in warm-ups. We've watched the tape. These are guys that like to cast it and they like to make it.
Crimson Cliffs, City of St. George keys for the Mustangs. Murray does average 30 rebounds a game. Crimson right at 25. So I don't know if they're missing more shots than Crimson or what, but +5 on average. So that's something to keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And when Crimson has rebounded the ball well, and countered or added to that with some points in the paint, whether it's an offensive rebounds and putbacks or just getting to the driving lanes and finishing in transition. Those points in the paints and rebounds are going to be critical for the Crimson home team tonight. And then they're going to have to slow down Bay. This large point guard, he's quick, he's crafty, he's kind of got like a James Harden kind of old man. You know, you sleep on him for a second, he's going to go right by you, or he's going to stop and pop a three. And this is the most critical thing for this Crimson team. Second round, you're the favorite on your home court. You've got to find a way to control the tempo on your home court tonight, because this is too important of a game. It's win or go home, Devin Dixon.
Yep. And they've been really good. The ball movement's been good. They've been limiting the turnovers. Crimson seems to be peaking at the right time. I mean, no small feat going through a tough Region 9 at 10 wins and just 2 losses. Outright Region 9 champs. You and I think that's something special, but this Crimson Mustang team, they got their sights set on a state championship, and a lot of people think that this is wide open. Whoever peaks at the right time and gets hot is going to put themselves into a state championship game where anything can happen.
Yeah, and look, a region championship is one of those things that because it precedes the state tournament, it's hard to really celebrate it and get fixated on it. But the fact that this Crimson senior class will have won back-to-back region championships will be something they'll remember after it's all done.
Yep.
And let's hope for them that it's in a week and a half.
The winner will get a date at the quarterfinals at the Purple Palace, the D Event Center. That is where we are going to be headed next Wednesday. 4 boys quarterfinals, 4 girls. 8 games next Wednesday. If you can't make it up, hope you can. But if you can't, we've got you covered. We'll be partnering with KSL Sports and be up there for all of the coverage. If it has a Region 9 team in it, we'll have it on the Fan Sports Network as well as the live stream. All right, let's take a look at our Findlay Subaru Star Watch. Ben, and you mentioned Isaiah Bay. Is he the guy that you want to keep an eye on if you're Crimson tonight?
He is, absolutely, and he is going to be the key to this Murray offense and defense. He reminds me a lot of a young Jamie Snook, a Portland State guard from years ago who could get into the paint. He could knock down the threes. He was an outstanding scorer and defender, and this guy is the same. And then when you look over at Crimson, we've said it, you got the M&M, but maybe there's a third guy, because you got to believe that the focus is going to be on Murdoch and Mack.
Yep.
Maybe it's going to be a Phillips. Maybe it'll be a Trey Leroy, or maybe it'll be an Easton Back tonight that'll step up and fill that spot.
They do their little mosh pit bumps as they get fired up. Mustangs will let the Spartans get introduced first, but we're going to have our national anthem. We do appreciate Findlay Subaru, and we'll officially name the Findlay Subaru Star of the Game when this one goes final. And we're excited to bring it to you here, presented by the Boulevard. We're going to take a final break. When we come back, starting lineup in the tip-off, the Mustangs and the Spartans for a trip to the 4A quarterfinals and hopefully a long week up at Weber State University next week. Stay with us, just getting underway when we come back.
Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. everything from garden fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, welcome back. Glad you're with us here on a Friday night playoff basketball on the Fan Sports Network. If you're listening on radio, we invite you to get to the live stream. You can get the links on the fansportsnetwork.com, or you can go to our YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe and just hit the live tab, and you'll find tonight's game. Let's meet the starters for the Murray Spartans. Coach Bay is the head coach of the Spartans, and you've got Roman Israelian along with Isaiah Bay, Nash Hinckley, Mason Mitchell, and Baylor Chappell. And, of course, Ben talked about Bay, 17.4 points per game, leads the team. Roman Israelian, though, hey, this guy averages 13 and 4.1 assists per game. Bay is the leading rebounder at 6 assists per game, but Hinckley near double figures on average. He comes in 9 points per game. Mitchell's at just under 6 points per game as well. And they're going to need some supplemental scoring if Crimson throws the kitchen sink at Bay. Might put a Britton Phillips, maybe a Travis Murdoch or a McKay Lindquist, a little length on him, try to make things difficult for him tonight.
Yeah, and he's going to be a guy that he's going to have to score points for Murray, and Crimson's going to have to do a good job of containing him. I think this might be, we didn't see a lot of this in Region 9 this year, where guys can just stop and pop from any point on the floor. This is a Murray team that likes to shoot it, and if they can get going early, that could be dangerous. But also, made the trip down. You're casting it, and they don't fall. It also can go the other way as well and be to your detriment. But I think the key tonight really overall for this Crimson team is making sure that they find a way to control that tempo like we talked about, impose their will out of the gates, and make sure that they move the basketball like they have the last 2.5, 3 weeks of the season, where they cemented that back-to-back region championship.
All right, your starting lineup brought to you by House of Jump. They encourage you to jump off the walls in their indoor trampoline park. Great place to have your kid's next birthday party or just a night out with the family. 415 South Dixie Drive, or visit them, learn more at houseofjump.com. Brian Young, the public address announcer here for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, introducing the starters for Coach Murdoch. Easton back. Here comes Mr. Leroy. And these two guys deserve some credit. The last 2.5 weeks, they've been inserted in the starting lineup, and they have played really, really well. Here comes Britton Phillips. Britton averages 9 a night and 5 rebounds. Here comes Mac Lindquist. Mac has been sensational, very steady, 15.2 per game, 4.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals a game. And then Travis Murdoch, Trav, averaging 15.3, 6 boards per contest as well. We expect to see Hokanson, Reed, and probably a little bit of Big Al Ogden off the bench tonight for Coach Murdoch.
Yeah, he's kind of emerged the last several weeks as a big inside threat with the jump hooks and the rebounds and the defense. I expect to see him on the floor tonight. And a good crowd, too, Dev, tonight. Good turnout. School, it's always hard when you're not playing another school in a region.
Yeah.
But tonight, I think the student sections showed up. Looks like it's lay night, Hawaiian lay night.
There you go.
And
they've been great all year. The student section really bringing it. They'll get that big tarp thing they bring out. What do they call that thing? A big Mustang logoed cover. I don't know what you call that thing. It's huge. It'll fire everybody up. They'll do that at the end of the third quarter. And that really seems to fire up the Mustangs, as again, they are 16-7, the number 3 seed, 10-2, region champs, and they take on the 13-11 Murray Spartans, who went 7-5 in their region, won over Uinta earlier this week, 52-46 to get into this matchup tonight. Murray wearing the black with the orange numbers and trim. home whites with the red and blue trim. And let's jump it up. And our jump ball brought to you by our friends at the Best Friend Animal Sanctuary. Check them out at bestfriends.org. Mustangs have it. Lindquist will kick it to the elbow to Phillips. Britton lost the handle, but goes right to Leroy. Trey flips it over to Easton. Easton back with it. He terminates, needs some help, gets it over to Leroy again. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense applied here on the opening possession of the game. Inside to Murdoch, has a crease, goes tack mode, doesn't get it, back, and gets the putback. Easton back with the first bucket of the game.
And already Easton back, making his presence felt there on the rebounding this side. He's done such a great job of basket cutting. This time, he goes and he gets the loose change and puts it away.
We are underway. Spartans, Israelian. Lost the handle, but it's last touched by Easton back. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans. 23 on the shot clock. And a quick substitution here is...
That's going to be Mitchell, and it looks like, I can't tell if maybe he got hit in the back or he's hurt, and this is what we were talking about right here. The outside shooting and the no fear. Hinckley going to let it fly right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's a Nets on fire 3, and the Spartans have the 3-2 lead. Scored 52 over Uinta. They average 60 points per game. Mustangs come in just a shade under 62 on average. 12 on the shot clock. Easton, little floater. Got it. Easton back, has a quick 4 points, and it's 4-3 Mustangs.
And a great dribble drive there. He got hit in the face on the drive. But I like that the refs are already kind of letting them play. This is the state tournament, actually. So, you got to have a little more physical play. It's like the NCAA tournament or the playoffs in the NBA where they actually play defense.
Bay going to launch from deep and hit. 2 triples for the Spartans to start this game.
And according to plan, is how this has gone so far.
And Murdoch inside foul, and he will shoot 2. I believe they're going to say on the shot.
We talked about it in the pregame. This is a team that loves to shoot the 3 as we look at this inside interior pass and a little bit of contact. Right there, he gets him reaching in the cookie jar, and Grandma says no.
And Bay was trying to front there, but I guess if you're going to double team, that's okay, but a little bit risky.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do that against Trav. He's just too skilled on that block. They're going to have to bring double teams. It'll be important for him to recognize those and pass out of those and attack when he can. But, Devin, we talked about the outside shooting, and so far they've been as advertised. If you put your hand down and you're not up there forcing an offhand drive, you're going to get caught.
6-6 after Murdoch makes both free throws. The ball's loose. And no whistle yet. And finally, I believe we have a jump ball tie-up. Jump ball brought to you by the Stretch Lab. Get an introductory 50-minute stretch. If you haven't been over the Stretch Lab, great for athletes, golfers, pickleball players. Just $39 for your first 50-minute stretch. Use code word radio, and they will take good care of you at the Stretch Lab. It's Israelian off the window and got it. Roman Israelian.
And they're shooting 100% from the field right now. You can see the confidence that they've got.
Yeah, they have not missed. You are spot on 3 for 3, and 2 of those from deep. Lindquist to the middle, steps through, and off the glass, and 1 for McKay.
And a great job of coming back to his offhand. Looked like some hand checking all the way through. But again, they're letting that go tonight, and they're letting it go on both ends. As you see the drive there, the 2 hands to the waist there. Could have called that one there, but you can't let the third foul go by, and they do a good job. Look, again, I love that the refs are going to let them play a little more physical. Again, at this point, as long as you're consistent, it's better for the players when they're playing like that.
And he gets it from the fabulous Freddie's free throw line. That foul went on Colette, who came in for Mason Mitchell real early in this game. 5:30 left on the We Win injury law clock. Israelian reverse lay-in. Oh, that was pretty. Roman Israelian, he's got 2 buckets, 4 points.
Great job of getting out of the double team, finding the opportunity. And so far, a back and forth. Each team throwing jab after jab, but this time it's going to be back.
And, they say drug the pivot foot. That is a turnover. Hey, we're on track for our big score dessert, if nothing else. This one high scoring. We haven't even played 3 minutes yet. It's 10-9. Murray leading by 1 with the basketball. Little 3/4 court trap applied here, trying to slow the Spartans down. They get it down into the front court. Little baseline blocked by Britton Johnson.
Wow. Way to climb
Britton
the ladder.
Phillips, but he looked like Britton Johnson.
I was going to say another Murray player, Britton Johnson. I wonder if he's here tonight. I've called his name incorrectly about 20 times this season, and I don't see him over there in the stands. Of course, he and his brother Jeff Johnson, Utah Gatorade Players of the Year.
That's right.
And also played in a couple of Final Fours for the Utah Utes as brothers.
That's right, yes. Britton still living in St. George. This is Britton Phillips, though, with that block, and now a block called defensively. Now Phillips lost the handle, no backcourt violation, saves it to Easton back, and still fresh shot clock. And now we got a whistle, and it's an official's timeout.
Well, they reset the shot clock.
You're right.
So the official is saying, hey, look, it probably should be, I don't know, maybe
under
20,
under
21.
20. Yeah, right around 20.
I mean, it's not 10 or anything crazy like that, but certainly enough of a skirmish out there that ate some clock. And I would be surprised. Well, they're going to put 26 maybe?
More than you and I were thinking, but maybe they'll try to. I think they're trying to go a little lower.
Let's see. This is the guessing game. Let's see who's. Oh, the over-under. The Wheel of Fortune. I should have taken the 21 or under.
Blackjack. They'll put 21 on the shot clock, and now we've got a timeout, and maybe they're going to still adjust a little bit more here. 4:26. And now they're putting game time back on the game clock, so they got to adjust the game clock, and that's what the stoppage is. And we got a quick Luke Udy at American Family Insurance timeout. Great action here. Tempo up, three-point shooting, hot for the Spartans on the road, and that was one of our keys to the game for them, was get off to a hot start, and they've done that.
Yeah, and up until that Britton Phillips block, they'd been 100% from the field, and I'll tell you, they don't look like the 14 seed right now, or 13 seed.
And I had the Desert Hills game earlier this week, and I'll tell you what, Judge Memorial did not look like the 17 seed either.
No, they did not.
They had a Appeal won, and they've got.
Oh, really? They're going to have them in the state tournament.
Their player tonight against Provo. We'll keep an eye on our Flynn Company's 4A scoreboard tonight. There's 4 other Region 9 teams in action, along with Crimson tonight, and a turnover. Here come the Spartans. Over to Hinckley. He thought about the shot. He'll go to Bay. Bay will take the shot from deep. Rebound Lindquist. Here comes Mack, attacking the middle of the floor. Now we'll slow it down, whip it, and it was deflected. Got deflected and a turnover.
And a poor, just again, that's a bounce pass, if anything, Dev. But there, you've just, at this point, you have to take care of the basketball. It comes back to Hanum. It ends up being a transition bucket for Murray. You have to take care of the basketball, especially at home in the second round of the state tournament.
Isaiah Bay has 5 points. That was just a little floater kind of in the middle of the key, and he shows you he got the range and he can score with a soft touch. Mustangs down by 3, 12-9 with the basketball here. 3:31 left in the opening quarter. Murdoch spin move and missed it. Got his own miss, and he is hammered and fouled, and he'll head to the stripe for a couple of Fabulous Freddy's free throws.
It's funny. He just finds his way onto the floor as we see the great interior pass, the great spin move. He just kind of alligator arms it, but there he ends up getting some contact, and he'll go to the line where he's a great free throw shooter.
Yep, 78%. On the season, and the first one good. He's got all 3 of his points from the stripe so far in this game, and he'll have one more. 12-10 our score. And Trav with the second free throw, and it's good. Back's got 4, Murdoch's got 4, Lindquist has 3 right now, the only 3 Mustangs to score so far. Inside, Mason, Mitchell kicks it outside, Israelian. Crossover to the middle, and can't find the range, and rebound Murdoch. Here come the Mustangs. Now they'll slow it up, set up the half-court offense. Leroy bounces it to Murdoch. Murdoch. And one, no, hang on the rim and falls off no good, but he'll go right back to the free throw line.
And this is what Travis Murdoch does so well, Dev, is he makes you do things you don't want to do. He's a little bit like SGA, except for SGA gets those on the dribble drive where he kind of gets you to bump him, and then he goes up and he draws that foul. Trav's a little bit different. He kind of waits just to get you in the air enough, and then as you're coming down, he just clips you, and he makes you do something like foul, and you don't want to do that.
Spartans already 5 fouls Crimson yet to commit a single foul in this game.
Well, they haven't had a chance because Murray shot it every time they've
been making it.
But they're going to throw a little bit of some full court pressure here. See if they can return the favor with some turnovers.
And Murdoch, perfect from the line. Hinckley from deep. It's short. Israelian grabs the rebound, goes right to the rack, and he is fouled, and he'll head to the line.
And that's the one thing, not only in a zone, but also the long three-pointer. We talked about it. Travis Murdoch's got to stay in there, make sure you fulfill your duty, which is to get rebounds when you're the leading rebounder on the team.
It's Israelian. He's got 2 buckets, 4 points. First trip to the stripe for any Spartan tonight, and he knocks down the first Fabulous Freddy's free throw. Hey, it's a holiday weekend. Make sure you're not caught riding dirty. Get over there and get Fabulous Freddy's to get you that inside and outside car wash, full-service car wash, 2 Southern Utah locations. And if you're heading out of town, you can save on gas at the pump. Second free throw up and in, and it's 14-13. Murray retakes the lead by 1. On our Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, Wilkinson's hoping to light it up tonight.
And they've got some good cross-block action, but they got to recognize it's a seal.
And a backdoor cut goes through the hands of Leroy, and that's another turnover. Is that number 3? And into the front court. Corner pocket 3. It's in the air, and it's good. Oh, big-time 3 there from the corner. And Murray extends lead. That was Cameron Curtis who just checked in and buried it.
And right now they're doing it off of turnovers, Dev.
Lindquist to the free throw line, hits Leroy. Back to Lindquist. 3-point line extended on the wing. He's going to drive to the middle. He's going to kick it down low to Murdoch. Murdoch goes right through the defense and scores it with the left hand.
And that's why they bring a double team. You see how skilled he is, as we're going to see Israeli and let it fly.
And hits another one.
You've got to know where shooters are at this point in a game like this in the season. Right now, Murray doing a great job. Lindquist is going to let it fly, everything but down. This time, we're going to get a rebound by Crimson, though.
Back will go attack mode. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds, and the Mustangs will keep the possession. Israelian has got 9 points. He scored at all 3 levels. He scored down low. He's hit a 3. He's got to the free throw line. Murdoch pacing the Mustangs with 8. Here early on.
And really the story is turnovers. Crimson with 4 turnovers, Murray with 0. They're going to have to try and get that closer.
And I'm still a big believer. Yes, you have to be good offensively, but at the end of the day, I think defense still wins championships in most every sport, Ben. And there's a shot, and it won't go. Murdoch took a little bump and couldn't finish through the contact. And we play on. Hinckley will kick it to the right side to Israeli. Now Bay, and now Coach Bay wants a timeout. We'll take it. Quick timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. It's 2015 Spartans, 1:08 left in the first quarter on the Fan Sports Network.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. 20-15. And one of our keys to the game, hot start. Murray has done that. They have they're shooting over 70% from the field right now, Ben. And Crimson, the 4 turnovers, you just pointed that out, some empty possessions, even though Crimson has been able to get to the foul line already 7 times here in the first quarter.
Well, they had that 5 fouls with almost 3 minutes to go. That's where you've got to be able to draw that contact and be the aggressor, but you can't do it by turning the ball over. And when Murray shoots it like this right here, they get an air ball there, but they're going to do that, Dev. They're going to keep shooting it, and you've got to secure the offensive rebounds as they finally get a steal here. Lindquist has a chance to attack here.
Phillips will drive the baseline. He's shut off. He'll kick it and turn it over. That's a number 5. And nearly a steal back. Now Mitchell lay-in good, and the largest lead of the game is now 7 for the Spartans.
And Devin, all 7 points in the difference of this game have come off of Crimson turnovers. 5 now in the game. At some point, you just have to be crisp. You have to be sure. And in the state tournament, there is no letdown. You can't have that.
Little weave out top. They're going to hold for the final shot. Now down to 8. Sands Reed kicks to the corner to Leroy. Back to Lindquist. Lindquist with 3. Right to the middle. All the way up and in. And lost the handle. Probably found no call. That shot shouldn't count. Off the backboard. We've played 1 quarter here. And it's 22-15. Murray on the road when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Finley Subaru, House of John, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is good to be with you on your Friday night as you kick off your 3-day weekend, and glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network or on the live stream coming at you on the fansportsnetwork.com, our YouTube page, or KSLSports.com. If you're heading home for the night, we invite you to watch the final 3 quarters. Devin Dixon, Ben Lindquist here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. It'll be Crimson basketball to start quarter number 2, down by 7. Mustangs got to think about a little run, but they turn it over. That is number 6. The turnover's haunting Crimson Cliffs right now.
Yeah, 6-2, and they've got 7 points off of the turnovers, does Murray, and a chance to add to that haul right here.
Here comes Bay. He'll fire up a quick trigger 3. That's no good. He's got green light from anywhere. And here's Hokanson. Hokanson nearly traveled, kick to the corner, and that's turnover number 7. Leroy was popping out, and he threw it like he was going to fade to the corner.
And, Dev, right now it just looks like Crimson has not been able to match the physicality of Murray. And the refs are going to let him play, so you've got to recognize that that contact is going to be there. You just got to be solid.
Whip pass to Mitchell. Kick to Curtis, corner pocket, short, rebound high, Murdoch. Mitchell's over the back, and they called it there. Mitchell kind of...
It'll be his second, I believe.
Yeah, he's got that stretch tape on both knees, that strength tape, and now he's going to pull the one off of the one knee.
Colette will come in here, big 33, and Crimson has got to take care of the basketball, Dev. I've never seen this. 6 turnovers.
7 now.
7 turnovers. 7 turnovers now, my goodness.
Leroy out top, over to Lindquist in the corner. Lindquist shut down on the baseline. Beautiful feed, and there is Reed for the lay-in. Reed's first bucket of the night on a dime from McKay Lindquist, and the lead is down to 5, 22-17. Colette, baseline jumper, no. Rebound, Leroy. Here comes Trey across the timeline. Flips it to McKay. McKay with the crossover. Takes a little bump, and one, no. It rims out, no good. They say on the floor anyway. And that'll just be the first, now second of the quarter, so they'll trigger it from under their own basket here. Of course, 5 fouls before you're shooting free throws per quarter.
And Lindquist's going to have to do that. He's going to have to attack this Murray defense and get into that interior and try and draw fouls as Hokanson's going to let it fly. And boom, that goes down, and you love to see that for him. And suddenly it's a 2-point game as they're able to score 5-0 here in the second quarter.
And really kind of left alone at the top of the circle, and Hokanson buries the Nets on fire 3. And now Murray, a turnover of their own. They were looking for a wing pass, and it went right to the Crimson bench. 22-20. It's a 5-0 run to start the quarter by the Mustangs. That ball out of bounds, and it looked like Israelian might have touched it. The officials say no, it's going to be turnover number 8 on the Mustangs.
And it's just too many turnovers, Dev. You can't turn the ball
They're
over
at
like
their
that.
season average, and we still have 6:26 to go in the second quarter.
Yep. Luckily, their defense has been able to kind of get them back into this game, but offensively, it's just not looked like the Crimson basketball as they get a turnover. Murray right now giving it back to him, and Coach Bay will call a timeout here.
And probably feeling like, okay, let's stop the bleeding a little bit. 5-0 run, let's settle down. They've been good defensively, but now they're kind of starting to – that's back-to-back possessions where Murray has turned the ball over. And turnover is the great equalizer. If you can't take care of the basketball, you can't score the basketball.
And right now it's 8 turnovers to 4 turnovers, so they have a 2-1 advantage right now, but this is not sustainable.
All right, full timeout, so we're going to step aside and be right back. 22-20. Good one brewing here at the Fieldhouse on the Fan Sports Network.
Steak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Today's game is brought to you by Honolulu Grill, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Everbowl, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Welcome back here to Crimson Cliffs, 22-20. Our score right now, Snow Canyon's up on the road, trailing Skyview 32-11. Snow Canyon struggling from the floor, we're hearing. That update brought to you by Flynn Companies. Last report, Dixie on top of Ridgeline 14-10. Hurricane at the end of one was up 11-6, and Pineview was up 25-12. So some of the other 4A scores, and we'll keep you updated throughout the broadcast. Drop it to the middle. Murdoch stepped through, blocked out of bounds by Bay, but it'll stay with the Mustangs.
And the ball, it's moving, Dev, but it's not moving the way it should. Right now, you got drives to the baseline where there's help. You're trying to force it over a more athletic player. These are the times that you've got to take care of the basketball, and you have to execute.
Put back off a missed 3, and Murdoch can't find the mark. And rebound Spartans. Here comes Isaiah Bay. Kicks right side. Israeli pump fake. Thought about the 3. Now get a handoff from Bay. He'll terminate. Kick it back out. Spartans will reset. Bay at the volleyball line. He'll kick to the corner. Give it up. Get it back. Bay backing down. Little fadeaway jumper. Got it. Isaiah Bay.
Great athletic move, draws the contact, gets the separation, and nails the jumper.
He's got 7 points in the game. It's 24-20. Spartans back up by 4.
They've got to try and move it with the pass, not the dribble.
And there's Phillips, step through, no, but a putback, yes. He just wanted an extra rebound.
And that's the guy they need to get involved, not only defensively, but with the rebounding. He's got to be flying around helping this Crimson basketball team.
Phillips' first points of the game, and a 3 again by Israelian. He has got his second Nets on Fire 3, and he's got 12, a game high. 27-22, Murray by 5. So that little 5-0 run to start the quarter has been erased a little bit. Now whistling a foul as Phillips was forcing the action, and he's ginger on that left knee. You might have bumped kneecaps, Ben. What'd you see there? Let's take another look. Our Holbrook asphalt replay.
Yeah, it's actually a foul there, and then it's a foul, the reach in by Bay. They get the second one, but down on the other end, Dev, you got to know, he's only going to shoot that 3. When they put it on the deck, they haven't really had any success.
Bay's got some long wingspan as he bats that one out of bounds. Hey, just a reminder, after tonight, our next broadcast coming up again, Ben and I, hope you're not sick of us. We're gonna be back at the Burns Arena tomorrow night in a huge game against Cal Baptist, 7 o'clock tip-off. And high lob pass to Hoke, over to Trav. Trav puts it on the deck, goes to the hoop, and it's off of Murray out of bounds.
And they're letting them play, Dev, and that's the thing is right now it feels like Crimson's kind of trying to do it by themselves instead of trusting the teammates, trusting the type of basketball that's gotten you to back-to-back region championships.
Got to get it in. They finally do to Murdoch. Murdoch lob over to Reed. Sands will put on the deck. Back to Trav. Trav spins, but they say travel. And that, I hate to say it, is turnover number 9.
I mean, Devin, it's a 5-point game. I don't understand why they're trying to force it so much. It's not necessary. You got 35 seconds on the shot clock. Move the ball in the perimeter. And this is the thing that I think kids just don't understand. Make them play defense for 35 seconds. Kids don't want to play defense for 35 seconds. They want to play offense for 35 seconds.
Right. Isaiah Bay, stop and go. Attack mode, blocked out of bounds by Leroy. Trey Leroy with the block. That's block number 2 defensively for Crimson. But so often you love the block, but it goes out of bounds, and Murray will retain the possession. Triggered in to Curtis. Nearly a steal by Reed. Roman Israelian. He's got some nifty handles. Brought to you by Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Fadeaway jumper, no. Rebound loose, middle of the floor. Curtis, he'll flip it up. He missed it. Ball still loose. And finally out of bounds, back to Crimson Cliffs.
And this is what I don't understand. In a game like this, why is every Crimson player trying to leak out into transition? You've got to secure these rebounds, and you got to stop turning the basketball over. But hard to believe, Dev, it's 27-22 for Murray with all of those turnovers, nearly 10. Double-digit, we'd be getting pot stickers from Ahi's right now.
We still got 3:45 left here. There's a whistle out top in the second quarter on the We Win injury law clock.
And Coach Bay is really working the officials right now. I think he's saying, hey, look, we want that call on the other end, but I think Murray has definitely been the aggressor here. I'd like to see him try and free up Lindquist a little bit off of the dribble drive. Give him a ball screen, give him a post up like that.
And they held him.
Get it right there, and he's going to go to the line for foul shots. This is where you have to recognize not time and score, but opportunity. You're now in the double bonus with 3.5 minutes left. As you can see around the back here, he's got him right there, and he just holds on to him. He sells it pretty good too. But this is where you have to recognize.
You got to give Phillips some credit for throwing it anyway there to draw
absolutely.
that foul.
Well, what I would coach is, hey, one dribble and it's a wraparound pass for the better angle there. And Lindquist is going to miss the first one. You can't do that. They're free throws.
Brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. Appreciate the Back Nine Golf. New location on River Road, now open. Nothing boosts your golf game like an hour or two at the Back Nine. Second one rims off as well. 3:33 to go. Still a 5-point Murray lead. Bay, fade away from 13 feet. Back iron, right to a teammate who traveled. He shuffled the feed. There's a turnover number. Is that 5?
That's going to be 5 now.
As I look at my statistician.
5 now for Murray. We got Uncle Jeff on the stat sheet here.
We've missed him.
The pride of Bryce Canyon right now.
Lindquist going to drive, blow by, has it deflected, and here comes Bay. Bay, spin move out top, gets to the middle, hook shot off the window. That won't go with a foul. Isaiah Bay forcing the action on offense, and he'll head to the line. They'll call that one on McKay. That's his first. Or second, excuse me, I missed one.
Again, you also have to understand another thing. The yin and yang of having 5 fouls to 0 is they're going to try and balance it out. So you can't reach in for a cheap one. Make them count. Go trap like this right here and then get the foul.
Bounce pass to Mitchell. Mitchell traveled. Another Murray's trying to catch up in the turnover department, Ben.
But the problem is Crimson can't capitalize. They've been 27-22 for 3 minutes now, and they've got to get it going on offense, and it's got to come from ball movement. Right down that last time, Lindquist forces the dribble. Murdoch forces a shot. They've got to get the quick pass. It can't stick on the side of the court.
See if they're a little more patient here. 20 on the shot clock. Inside bounce pass to Murdoch. He'll score it with the left hand. There's the bounce pass you wanted.
The easiest pass in basketball because it's hard to guard. The only way you can guard it is with your feet. And we're not playing soccer, Dev. We're playing basketball, the greatest sport on earth.
Trav is the first Mustang into double figures. Murdoch with 10 now on the night. And a backcourt violation. It goes off Bay's fingertips. And that's turnover number 6, I believe, for the Spartans.
That's turnover number 7. It's 7-10 now. And my goodness, it's almost as though there's some slippery on the ball because it's difficult for both teams. 17 turnovers.
Yeah, it's almost like you'd think they'd settle in and clean that up, and it's going the other way. It just keeps escalating. 17 turnovers. We still have 2:20 left to go, and they're going to call a push-off on Leroy.
Dev, where are you going? You know, that's the problem, is it's like the dribble drive, you have to go somewhere, and if you draw a guy, if a guy comes over and helps, that means somebody else is open. The Crimson team has looked selfish tonight. 1 through 5, it looks like they've just tried to force it instead of relying on each other like they've done all season long.
Still time to rectify that. Only down 3. Shot won't go. Whistle and a foul on the loose ball rebound. No, they're going to call a jump ball. Excuse me. My mistake. Jump ball brought to you by our friends at Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. Bring home your new best friend. Go to bestfriends.org. Hey, it's the month of love. Why not love a new pet from Best Friends? Mitchell will grab the inbound, turn face, power dribble, terminate, and they're going to call a reach in on Easton back.
And you said we were going to get to the Holbrook big play dessert, Dev. The scoring has come to a screeching halt, a byproduct of my count, 18 turnovers.
Yeah, too many for both these coaching staffs liking, that's for sure. Bay, spin move, they double him. He kicks it out. Now stolen by McKay Lindquist. Lindquist racing ahead, and it's stripped loose and saved right to Lindquist under the basket. He'll shoot it up, and it caught the underside of the rim. And Murray gets the possession back with a 3-point lead. 1:37 left to go in the opening half. Israelian kicks it to Bay, and they call Leroy on a little bump foul outside the 3-point line. And the Boo Birds are out in the field house, except for the 100-plus Murray fans that have made the trip down to enjoy the sunny St. George weather on a President's Day weekend.
Beautiful day. I thought it was going to rain all day, and suddenly the sun comes out, and it's...
Uh-oh, turnover again. Murray threw it to Lindquist. Lindquist has Murdoch on the wing. He'll stop, kick to the corner. Back will put it on the dribble. Stop and start, pump fake, and score it. Easton back, a much-needed bucket for the Stangs.
But, Dev, the difference is he's under control. He gets to his strong hand, and he gets to a scoring angle, and that's the difference right now is... And gosh, and I don't know how many Coach Bay from Murray, how many timeouts does this guy have?
I think his last one. I think this is the third. I think Crimson might have taken one earlier, and he wants a 30, and they're going to grant him a 30. We'll keep it right here. 1:08 to go in the first half. Murray's still clinging to a 27-26 lead, but hey, it was 22-15 at the end of the first quarter. It's gotten a little sloppy, but Crimson has fought back and are only down 1.
Yeah, and they've done it with their defense, Dev, because it certainly hasn't been their offense. Even Lindquist gets 2 steals back-to-back, and they don't get anything out of it. The one, he gets 2 looks at it. He doesn't go up strong enough. That's a chance to go up 2-foot athletic move. Instead, he tries to leave off 1, and they make an athletic move to counter it. But he's got to go off 2, and then when he gets under the hoop, he gets the steal, he gets a gift, and he doesn't score. Got to do it.
Halftime up at Skyview, they are taking it to Snow Canyon, 32-11. Over at the pit, about 5 miles away from here, Pineview winning 36-20, and Dixie at home beating Ridgeline 30-18. Those are some score updates brought to you by Flynn Companies. Here we go, final 60 seconds of the first half. Bay's going to catch and shoot a triple. It's short. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Murdoch. Doesn't look like they want to go 2 for 1 here as they'll slow it down. Here comes Lindquist across the timeline. Goes to the left side.
The spacing right now for this.
And Lindquist blows by and fouled, and he will head to the line for 2. McKay shot out of a cannon, and he looked like, dude, I heard the thump through my headset up here. Looked like maybe he hit his elbow as he hit the deck, but he's a tough kid, no problem.
Yeah, those are the ones where the game is so physical right now. He can't, that extension with the one arm, you got to get the contact and lay it up and get the and one as well. It's got to be more physical to match this Murray Spartans team, who right now to me has been the aggressor. But Devin Dixon, with 37.8 left, it's 27-27. Lindquist is going to get the second. And for the first time since early in the game,
Crimson back on top.
They've been able to take, actually the first lead. I'm sorry, Murray came right out and hit the 3 out of the gate. It's only been tied.
McKay's got 5 now after 2 fabulous Freddie's free throws. There is about a 1.5-second differential here between shot and game.
Murdoch's got to be careful, though, because any foul here is going to get him into the 2 foul shot situation. Don't get a sloppy one right here.
And they're going to trap. And they're going to call a foul on Britton Phillips. He was trying to sneak around the backside, and now free throws coming for Murray. And I don't think Coach Murdoch wanted them to foul in that situation. Certainly that was not the case. Take another look. They just called the reach in.
I think if anything, you just come up with your hands up. But when you go into them like that, and Bay's going to knock this one down to tie it back up with 13.9. Again, I didn't want to say that I called it, but that's one of those situations there where you got to know one foul is 2 free throws.
And in and out, no good. Touched the rim 3 times, and now they got to go with 12. Lindquist going to take it across half court. McKay off a Phillips screen. Now he's down to 4. Going to get past Israelian, shoot it up off the window too strong, rebound, and that'll do it for the half. And we haven't settled anything in a 4A playoff game. 28-28, Ben, your thoughts on a wild first half with a lot of turnovers.
It's just been a turnover. It's like a bakery in downtown New York. Right now, they're just making turnovers for the first half and serving them up to each other, Dev. But right now, Crimson was able to fight back into this game because of those turnovers by Murray. Now a 28-28 game, it's anybody's game at halftime. And unfortunately, that favors Murray if you're Crimson, region champ right now.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show after a message from our great local partners. We'll get you scores and updates from the other games, get you ready for your President's Day weekend, but don't go anywhere. Haven't settled anything. On the Wilkinson scoreboard, Crimson and Murray tied at 28.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Flynn Group.
Appliance or two, AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Back here at the half, presented by Great Harvest Bread Company. You love these guys. Go get some fresh breakfast, fresh baked bread, cinnamon rolls, you name it, they got it. They do lunch too in the Boulevard Commons in downtown St. George. We love our friends at Great Harvest Bread Company. They bring you the halftime show, and we are tied at 28. Bring it up here to the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. And Ben, Right now, I hate to keep beating the drum, but the turnovers were the big storyline in the first half. And really, at the end of the day, for both teams, they really struggled to take care of the rock.
Yeah, when you have a combined 20 turnovers in just 16 minutes, it doesn't take a mathematician to do the math on that one, Dev. It's over a turnover a minute. And that's a byproduct of, I think, right now, maybe some nerves and some somewhat kind of forcing it on offense for this Crimson team. I think defensively, they've done a good job. I think they've, other than a couple of open threes as a result of hand down, man down, they've been able to counterbalance that with some aggressive defense and finally get the rebounding going. But, this is just the point of the season that you got to be flying to every rebound. You got to be making sure you're making all of the hustle plays, and your intellect has to be a level higher.
Yeah, I agree. And rebounding pretty even, 11-9 advantage Crimson. That was one of our keys that we looked at for Murray. Assists, 5-4, advantage Crimson, but no advantage on the scoreboard. We're knotted at 28. You look at the Scooters Coffee scoring in the first half. Scooters Coffee out Main State Street in Hurricane. Travis Murdoch leading the way with 10. McKay Lindquist 5. Easton back 6. 3 for Hokinson, 2 for Phillips, and 2 for Sands Reed. And really, 22 of the 28 came from Israelian and Bay. Israelian led all scorers with 14. Bay chipped in 8.
And for guys that collectively average over 30 together, that's exactly what you'd expect to see. They're ahead of that pace, though, and Crimson is going to have to do a better job of opening up and finding those guys in transition, finding them when they're on the three-point perimeter. They've got to do a better job of that here in the second half, and I think Coach Murdoch will do that at halftime. He'll recalibrate them. They'll get the nerves out a little bit, but they've got to come out in this third quarter and impose their will like they have for the last 3 weeks.
All right, Crimson Cliffs drill team putting on a show. Cheerleaders before that, state champ cheerleaders, and top 4 in state drills. So all that in the books already as we're wrapping up the winter sports. We've got the shoot for cash going now. Try to give away some cash down on the court. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you some scores from around the region and the state. It's playoff basketball, and we've got you covered here on the Fan Sports Network again inside of our Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. We are tied at 28 up between the Spartans and the Mustangs.
Your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group. We've got you covered.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to House of Jump, where gravity meets excitement. Jump, dunk, and dodge your way into a world of laughter and adrenaline. Whether you're a high-flying pro or just looking to defy gravity, House of Jump is where the thrill begins. Elevate your fun, slam dunk like a champion, and dodge obstacles with style. House of Jump is where every moment is a soaring adventure. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our house, the House of Jump, or purchase Jump Time online at houseofjump.com.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers.
From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
And we are back, and while we were away, they were doing the shoot for cash. I think it was for the drill team. And take another look at what just happened as you're watching Shots Live. You get another look here. She absolutely, I wish I knew her name, drains it from half court, Ben.
Great shot. And
$500 to the drill team, I believe.
Yeah, and not only that, she's got a good shot.
Yeah. Yeah, is that Josie Myers? Who is that? She played for the Crimson Girls team? I don't know who that is.
Sign her up.
Yeah, really good-looking form, and that will be $500 donated, and we'll see what the next contestant can do.
I know this guy right here, the young son of Skylar Entz. This is Nate Entz, a football player.
Okay, he's an athlete, though, right?
Former basketball player, too.
Look at that form.
They say he's the best shooter in the Entz house.
He's got 25, he's got 50, he's got 100. And now for $500, he's got 15 seconds. He's going to have four shots.
Little casual, going to have to, he's got it.
He's wearing slippers here. He's wearing the sandals.
Birkenstocks on. And he's got that one. Oh, boy, he's got 2 seconds.
Didn't get it.
And the lack of hustle by the rebounding screw there is going to end his chances after going 3 for 3. Look, if I'm doing the shoot for cash, I'm like pulling out my buddies and saying, hey, look, like, you don't let the ball touch the ground. I want 5 guys around here. It's like, honestly, Dev, one of the greatest half-court shooters, Biggie, Eric Lautenbach.
Oh, baby.
He could knock him down. It was like granny style, over the top, sky hook, like the guy from
George Fox University, right?
Yep, the pride of George Fox.
That's right. Richie Rich has nothing on Big E.
No.
Hey, we have 4 minutes left before we start up the second half. Let's get you some scores from the other games. There's only one Region 9 team trailing in 5 matchups. That is, last report, Skyview leading at the half, 32-11 over Snow Canyon. Only 11 points for the Warriors.
Yeah,
Ryan Ball, he can't go shoot it for those guys. They're shooting a rough percentage in that first half. Pineview's up by 16, 36-20. Dixie's up by 12 at the Hangar, 30-18 over Ridgeline. Here, of course, we are tied, and halftime, Hurricane is up only by 3, but they lead East 26-23. And we just got a new update from Snow Canyon's game. It's 47-20 at the end of the third quarter. So they're already starting the fourth quarter up in Cache Valley, and the Warriors down big. That would take one heck of a comeback for them to get up to Weber State University. And they've been playing really hard and played pretty good. I mean, they were 6-6 in Region 9 action, but looks like they might bow out tonight, barring a big comeback.
Yeah, and they didn't look great in that game against Cedar. Of course, Cedar, I really thought was going to break through there. They were the better team for much of that game. But I just figured that Snow Canyon was going to go up there and actually pull the win off just because of how hard they are to guard 1 through 5. They can knock down threes. They got Reggie Mackey, who's a great, maybe the best offensive rebounding guard in Region 9. And who knows, maybe that trek up north, it's a long bus ride, and sometimes it's just hard to recalibrate after that kind of day. I don't know. I'm shocked by that one.
Of course, I want to invite all of our listeners and viewers to get out to some girls' games tomorrow. If you don't have anything going on, all these games are going to be at 1 o'clock. You've got Desert Hills at home, Pineview at home, Dixie at home, and Snow Canyon at home. All at 1 o'clock tomorrow. You've got Saturday State basketball. Desert Hills will host Judge Memorial. Snow Canyon will host Uinta. Dixie, the overall number 1 seed. How about that? First time they've won a region title in 45 years. Casey Winters has got them playing some really good ball. They play the 16 seed Cottonwood. And then you've got Pineview playing host to Skyview at the Pit tomorrow as well. So all those games determine who makes it on. I mean, Could we see 8 Region 9 teams, maybe 4 boys and 4 girls teams up there? Well, we'll see at the end of the night. We're about a half away, and Crimson's got some work to do, Ben. If you're a fly on the wall, I always like to ask this question. What are your adjustments? Let's go inside both locker rooms for just a second.
Well, we'll skim over the turnovers because both teams are having the same conversation. They're saying, guys, we're forcing them. Let's stop committing them. Offensively for Crimson, it's ball movement. It's sharing the basketball. It's loving your teammate. It's doing all the little things that good basketball teams do. And for Murray, you got to continue to try and throw some haymakers and throw a couple left and right jabs. Mix up your punches a little bit to try and keep Crimson off balance.
Yeah, I love it. Some adjustments there. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's take a final 60-second timeout. When we come back, we're tied at 28. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see who's going to Weber State. Halftime presented by Great Harvest Bread Company. You're listening and watching to high school playoff basketball on the Fan Sports Network.
Homemade ice cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handles, happiness served daily on River Road.
Hey, have you tried the St. George Stretch Lab? It'll help boost your athletic performance, help you feel less restricted in your movements, knock out those nagging aches and pains, and melt away your stress. Right now at the St. George Stretch Lab, get an intro stretch for just $39. That's $30 off. Mention keyword radio.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Hey, welcome back here, halftime, and we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Crimson and Murray tied at 28. I want to thank some of our great sponsors, been with us all season long. You'll hear their ads, you'll see their ads. Appreciate Honolulu Grill, our friends at the Stretch Lab. How about Handles Homemade Ice Cream, brand new location, indoor, outdoor seating in the river crossing. Hey, it's President's Day weekend. Go get a scoop or two. And we appreciate Roni's Mac Bar, now open in the Red Cliffs Mall. Build your Mac your way. It is absolutely delicious. Do want to remind everybody when we're done inside of our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, we will hand out some awards. If you're familiar with our broadcast, our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We'll name our Findlay Subaru Star of the Game. And one more fun award, our Jersey Mike's Sub of the Game. A couple other sponsors bringing you tonight's game. Our friends at Red Rock Real Estate. Check them out if you're out in the Parade of Homes this weekend. You want to check out Red Rock Real Estate. They got a ton of houses for sale. Just go to the website, redrockrealestate.com. And be careful out there in traffic. But if you do get in a minor collision, go see our friends at Dealer Collision Center, your choice for accident repair. Lindquist right out of the gate, going to take and hit a Nets on Fire three, and Max got the first bucket of the second half. A beautiful, beautiful three right through the bottom of the bucket.
Great design play, takes advantage, but Murray strikes right back, Dev. That's going to be a three-pointer by Israelin.
Roman Israelian is absolutely lighting up. He's got a game-high 17. Lindquist with the basketball, low dribble. Thought about a elbow jumper, gives it up to Easton back. He'll put it on the bounce, go back to Lindquist. Still 16 on the shot clock. McKay, step back, little mid-range jumper, left a little short, loose ball rebound, Murdoch on the court. It pops through his legs, goes to Lindquist. Lindquist bounces it over to Phillips, and he misfires, but he's fouled, and Britton will shoot two. We're tied at 31.
This is all set up by Travis Murdoch getting on the floor, and then a basket cut by Britton Phillips there. And better ball movement already. I don't like a guy picking up his dribble ever, especially when he's got a big guy on him. Come on, Lindquist.
And Britton from the free throw line can't get the friendly bounce. And he'll have one more. Britton just 2 points for Phillips. Excuse me. Did I say Johnson again?
Hey,
now it's stuck in my head.
I had one game where someone's like, hey, like, you've been calling him Britton Johnson for like half of a game. I was like, no, I didn't. But I love Britton Johnson, so it's easy to do.
Britton will remind you how many dunks he had in his career if you ask him. And a beautiful spin cycle, kiss off the window. Roman Israelian's got 19. Holy smokes.
He's been explosive. He's done it from the three. He's done it off the dribble. And Murray with a 2-point lead.
33-31 on at Wilkinson's house, the lighting scoreboard. We'll check it out. Lights, fans, home decor. They even have games, too. It's a really cool place to shop since 1946. Inside, no good by Leroy. Murdoch grabs the rebound. It's a jump ball.
And, Dev, you see how aggressive this Murray team is. They fly to the ball, and they do the little things in that aggressive, they don't want to lose type of attitude.
Into the third quarter over at Pineview, they lead 55-43. Panthers trying to get up to Weber State, and a nice step through, and Bay scores the bucket. 4-point lead for the Spartans. It's a two-man game, 19 for Israeli and now 10 for Bay. The rest of the team is combined for 6 points. They have all the rest, 29 between the two. Lindquist, hard drive, off the glass, didn't get the bounce. Rebound, Bay.
You can't go away from the hoop. You have to go towards it. Again, it's the little things right now. The sense of urgency just not there.
Triple threat position by Hinckley. Now he wants to clear Israeli and through and kick it to him in the corner. Still 20 on the shot clock, outside to Bay. Bay. Turnaround jumper and a foul called on the shot. I think Bay will get free throws here on a reach in on Travis Murdoch. Take another look. Murdoch's good there.
I just don't see it. They've let them play on both ends. They got to be consistent.
And that one off the back iron too strong. And Bay will have one more, sitting at 10 points tonight. 5:36 left on the We Win injury law clock. They will win for you, period, if you've been injured. And he missed the second. So no harm on the foul. Lindquist into the front court. Gave up the dribble. Gives it up. Leroy looking in for Murdoch. Nothing there. Straight away to back. Back on a bounce to the elbow and backs it back out. Now Phillips at the free throw line. Power dribble. And a little baby hook, no. Tip in, no. Murdoch again, no. Murdoch a fourth time, good! Travis Murdoch!
And we talked about the rebounding of this Crimson team, and they would have to do it tonight. But right now, it's the spacing that's the problem for this Crimson team. They're just too close to each other. They're not moving around.
And almost a steal, but it goes out of bounds.
And I don't know. We got a good look at this one here from our angle.
It'll be a picket fence at the line. Murray to inbound it. Hinckley grabs it. Kicks it over to Chappell. Back to Bay, back to Chappell. Drive the baseline. Under the rim, and Phillips with the rejection. Lindquist 2-on-1. Bounce pass over to Leroy. Leroy loses the handle. He's double-teamed, and it is a whistle and a foul called on Murray.
But, Dev, that's not a great bounce pass. You gotta throw it where he can catch it.
It didn't really snap back up, did it?
No, he threw it at his feet. But, look, here's the difference in that play right there. This Murray team, they are flocking to the ball. And it's just they're out hustling right now. They look like the team that has something to prove, not Crimson. Crimson's got to earn this seed into the third round of the tournament.
Lindquist triggers it in. Trey Leroy all the way in. Right hand foul defensively. And Leroy will head to the line.
This is where I'd love to see the 2-foot jump stop. You see a guy like Con Kneipel who is able to get to those 2 feet and get you off balance and actually finish there. But he's got him beat right there. One more dribble, boom, jump stop and finish.
And Leroy good, cuts it down to 1 as he hits the Fabulous Freddy's free throw. We've had about 6 or 7 ties, and Leroy, if he can hit this second one, will knot this game back up. And we're not yet halfway through the third quarter, and he knocks it down.
Great job by finishing those free throws.
His first points of the game. Bay outside, guarded by Murdoch. Good position. And now Phillips nearly a steal. Baby hook, short. Rebound, Easton back. Really good defense by Murdoch.
This is where the ball's got to go up the court. Beat it with the pass, not the dribble, Dev.
And Murdoch right to the rack. Right hand for the left side. And Murdoch has 14 points, a team high. And they have a 37-35 lead with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the third. Chappell thought about a three. Instead gives it to Israelian. Israelian over to Bay. Isaiah Bay to the middle. Floater. And hits 3 times on the rim. Rebound Phillips. Phillips running up court. Flips it to Leroy. Leroy spin move. Kick it back to Phillips. Phillips will drive the baseline. Kick to the corner. Back tough catch, but controls it. They still have plenty of time on the shot clock. That was a little helter-skelter. Now Lindquist sees a crease. Kicks it to Easton back.
Spacing, Dev. Spacing is not good right now. There we go. A little more spacing there.
And a lob high and bodies on the floor and takeaway. And Lindquist gets the deflection right to Phillips. Over to Murdoch. And they say he traveled. Yeah, he didn't put it on the deck quick enough.
The problem is they're not passing the ball to each other. They're dribbling 2 more times than they've got to. Watch this right here. He gives it to Murdoch. Murdoch's got Lindquist right over there, and instead he wants to go into the paint where there's already guys there. This Crimson team, when they've shared the basketball, is when they've had good things happen.
Yeah, good point. They had 5 assists in that first half. Team assists. Murray had 4. I don't know where we're at right now. We'll check on that in a second. Our Scooters Coffee statistics. There's another travel. Yeah, he definitely changed the pivot foot.
And they've done, I will say
they're consistent.
They've been really good on the travels because that's a little bit harder now. They let you kind of catch and gather, and if you catch and gather and then go, they're going to get you for that.
And the emphasis this year has been more of the legal guarding position and impeding progress, not so much the travel, but when it's the playoffs and it's clear in front of the official, they have to call that. 37-35, and both teams have been penalized by turnovers tonight.
See, that's one where the dribble drive is not going to work as much against this Murray team, just how they pack it in there.
Lindquist, little runner, high arcing, and he got it and one. McKay Lindquist has got 10, and he'll head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
It's a great finish, but watch the weak side on his left here. This is the one where I love the flip pass out to Murdoch. Murdoch for the 3. That's what's missing right now from this Crimson team. I'll give it. It's a great individual finish, and it's a great chance to go to the foul line and compete the three-point play. But what happens is when guys get the ball and it sticks, if it's flying around, it puts pressure on the defense, and it helps offensively with the emotions of your team.
Lindquist hits the fabulous Freddy's free throw. You're right. On Murdoch's travel, he had Lindquist. That time on Lindquist's shot, he hit it, but he had Murdoch for a 3.
It's as contagious as positive energy is, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing about momentum. You talked about it. It's not Uncle Jeff. It's Uncle Mo.
Yeah. I want some Moe's seafood and some berry and cobbler. Oh, and a 3 goes down again. Was that Hinckley or was that Israeli?
It was. And you know what we say in golf? We call that so bad it was good. It hit off the back, thud, and actually backspun in like a wedge from 88 yards.
Kick to the middle and a foul.
And okay, so this, I'll give him a little bit of credit here. That time he was going to force it. He looked for his teammate, and now they're talking to each other. Hey, look, I got you, you got me. But look at this. He could have shot that, but the double team came. You've done your job. Find your teammate. Let him go to the foul line.
And they're out of position and had to foul Murdoch. Yeah, and you've been consistent with that too. And free throw for Murdoch. No. Back iron too strong.
And missed free throws, uncharacteristic here. Max missed 2. Murdoch's missed 2, but he's not going to miss 3. Trav's able to knock that down, stretch this to what should be 6 after that bizarre three-pointer that went in, but it's just 3, 41-38, 2:13, third quarter.
And M&M have 26 of the Mustangs' 38.
This is where you have to see basketball when you're on the weekend. You can't, weak side, you can't just turn your back.
And a hand check foul called on Easton back. That'll only be the second of the quarter. 2:02 to go. Crimson leading 41-38. Murray inbound to Hinckley. Now to Bay, kick out to Hinckley. He almost traveled. Now we'll turn the corner and another hand check call on Easton back. Or no, they'll call that one on Lindquist actually. That's Lindquist's third.
And if you see the replay here, he goes up and he clears him out right here. Watch this. He pushes him right in the face. He hits him right in the face. Hard to guard that.
And bucket good for Bay. And downtown, Nets on fire. 3 were tied up.
And that's Lindquist is going to come, and I don't like that at all. I think you got to come back and trust your team, and it's going to result in.
And Lindquist does make up for it defensively with a block. Seems like maybe that little elbow to the nostril got him fired up.
Yeah, but I look. Good, I guess good job on the block. That would have been an easy call just the way that it looked here. Lindquist has got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls. You can't be the aggressor now. You got to find places to help off ball and hide a little bit as there's a mismatch now on the block.
And bucket good again for Murray, and they're back on top, 43-41.
And I think this is where you got to have Britton Phillips or Trey Leroy in there for some size.
Who hit that, Ben? I missed that number.
That was going to be Mitchell, 21.
His first points of the game. And bucket good. Mustangs answer, and we're tied again.
And that's going to be that was on Mitchell down there on the other end. And back to counter that, Mitchell had an advantage on Sands Reed, but this time it's going to be Murdoch down there that has the advantage.
Israelian drive, kick, and score it. And Sands Reed fouls Mitchell. And again, one opportunity.
Dev, I just said it. This is where weak side, you cannot, watch this. Watch how Crimson, I think it might be Sands Reed, turns his head to the basketball. And as a result, he's caught off guard there. When you're the furthest guy away from the basketball, you're always going to be guarding 2 on a trap situation or a help situation there. And that's why I wish these high school coaches and these players would adopt this principle of seeing man and seeing basketball, because then you can be in a help position, Dev.
Mitchell has come alive. He's got 5 quick points for the Spartans, and they're back up by 3, 46-43, with 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Hang on tight. This one very close between the 3-seed Mustangs and the 14-seeded Spartans. Lindquist over to Murdoch. He's open. He's going to hoist. Back iron on the triple. Rebound Israelian. He wants to run. 3-on-2. And they'll back it out. And get it to Isaiah Bay. Bay by the Mustang. They're going to hold for 1 here. Murdoch up on him. Bay nearly stepped on the half-court line.
And Trav's got to be careful here. Again, it's same scenario. You got 14 fouls. Do not foul right here.
3 by Bay, and he got it. Isaiah Bay from downtown. He's got 16, 3 at the horn, and it goes! Lindquist hit it, but they wave it off because they say he touched the top of the standard. They say it touched the top of the standard.
I think they might be correct.
Yeah, it was a half-court heave. Hits a high bounce. Yeah, it did hit the clock after it hit the top of the standard. That is the correct call, I believe, based on what we're seeing. We played 3, 49-43. Mustangs trailing by 6 when we come back on the Fan Sports Network in our Boulevard Home playoff coverage.
We don't often think about it, but we use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by 67%, making roads last longer and cost less to own. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Get the whole family moving with the City of St. George Recreation Department. They offer fun, affordable youth and adult sports for all ages and skill levels. Make memories, stay active, and get out and play. Sign up today at sgcityutah.gov/sports.
Asphalt. It's not something we often think about, but we all use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt knows how vital good roads are for our communities. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by an incredible 67%. This means your pavement assets last significantly longer and cost less to own. Holbrook Asphalt. World-class pavement preservation right here in southern Utah. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Welcome back here. Fourth quarter, put 8 minutes on the clock. It'll be Crimson basketball. Lindquist grabs the inbounds pass. Mustangs start the quarter down by 6, 49-43. We were tied 28 up at the half, so Murray outscoring them by 6 in that quarter. Phillips for 3, no good, and rebound Israelian.
And, you know, his feet weren't set. This is what's really plagued this Crimson team, 1 through 7 that's got on the court, is they've just not shared the basketball like they have the last 3 weeks.
They still got time to rectify it here down the stretch. They dig in defensively. Bay forcing through the middle and a lot of contact. He didn't get the call. Here comes Britton Phillips. Britton into the front court, left hand laying from the right side, and a foul. Bay clearly frustrated at one end, and Britton will take the foul at the other end on a blocking call. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Roney's Mac Bar, now open. in the Red Cliffs Mall over there next to Lululemon. You build your mac and cheese your way. It is delicious. Everybody raving about Roney's Mac Bar. Phillips from the free throw line got it. Every free throw down the stretch going to be important when you're trying to come back and stay alive on the season and get up to Weber State. The second one rims out no good. So he split the 2, and it's a 5-point game. 7:15 on the clock. Bay on the left wing takes a deep 3, can't hit, and rebound Phillips. He'll flip it over to Lindquist. 7 minutes to go. We played a minute in the fourth. Hokinson to back. Back's going to start to dribble drive, guarded by Hinckley. Back to Phillips. Bay is down in the block, and him and Murdoch are beating on each other. Lindquist 3, that won't go. Offensive rebound, Hokinson over to Back. Back will hit a 3! Easton Back. That's a big bucket, it feels like. Mark that one down.
A huge offensive rebound. Can this be the start of a Crimson run?
Plenty of clock, 6:27 and ticking. 49-47. Murray with the ball, up by 2. And a block by Phillips. Phillips wants to run. Kicks it over to Lindquist. Lindquist crossover. Lost the handle, kicks to Back. Back to McKay. McKay will drive hard. And hanging can't hit. It was a little bump. Couldn't get the shot to fall. 6 minutes to go. Still a 2-point game. And now Murdoch in a reach.
I don't understand this, Dev. I don't know how you call that a foul and you don't call the other one. It's really difficult to understand. And I think Travis Murdoch is feeling the pain right there as we've got a Murray player down with what looks like a cramp.
And now, you're right, it is Roman Israelian. And they've got to stop as the official is down, letting him try to. That leg is locked up, that right leg. And they're going to try to stretch it out. And the Crimson training staff going to come help out. And looks like we'll hold it here, but we have an official injury timeout brought to you by Luke Udy. You know this guy, Luke. Can save you on your home, auto, or life insurance. See how much he can save you today. I know shopping for insurance isn't fun until you save a lot of money. Let me give you the number in case you want to give him a call and get a free quote. Or stop on by. He's over there just off River Road behind the Wingers. You'll find him. There's a little cookie store next door, which is really good as well. And now I can't find the number. There it is, 435-251-9102. 2-point game, Ben. A lot of Crimson fans kind of holding their collective breath. This is the 3 seed, and Murray has pushed them to the brink. And here we go. We're starting to get into crunch time, and it's anybody's ball game.
And Crimson's going to have to do it on both ends of the floor. Sounds cliche, but it's especially true tonight. They're going to have to get stops, and they're going to have to execute better.
Bay will rise and airball a 3. Save, though. Hinckley will drive, pump fake, and score it. And they say no, he traveled first, wipe away the bucket. Another turnover for Murray. That's only their third of the second half, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the fourth? Third. So they've cleaned that up a little bit. Where's Crimson in the second half? 2. So both teams addressed that at halftime a little bit, and both have done better.
Like to see a high-quality possession here. I love the idea of this pick and roll with Murdoch.
Lindquist.
Now they've got to get spacing, though, because you've got the matchup you want.
They're in a zone, little matchup zone, little 2-3. Back will go to the middle, hook it up, and no, we've got a whistle, and it's a foul defensively on Murray, their second of the quarter.
Well, we got another. I just wonder if that drive down here, the dryness of the air, it was 67 degrees today. And cramping an issue here for this Murray team.
This is not Israelian. This is Mitchell, I believe.
Yeah, no, and he came out early, and I saw him run with some Gatorade and stuff like that, and you can see his calf there just is clenched like a fist.
Ouch. So we've got another cramp, the second in a matter of 30 seconds of game action, and another stoppage gives us a chance. We'll keep it right here to thank Mountain Mike's Pizza in Hurricane. We've been searching all season long here on the Fan Sports Network for our Mountain Mover of the Week. And this week we've been honoring Tayson North from Desert Hills, nominated by Coach Allred. Unfortunately, the Thunder bowed out with a loss earlier this week to Judge, but Tayson North, guy that Was a junior. He'll be back next year, always working hard on the side, extra shots. And definitely the guy that Coach Allred wanted representing that award for the Desert Hills Thunder. And he is slow to get off. Mitchell grimacing as the training staff helping him to the bench. 5:26 to go on the We Win injury law clock. 49-47. Murray leads by 2. Israelian, who was cramping earlier, has now just checked back in. It's Phillips, Lindquist, Murdoch, Hokanson, and back right now on the court for Coach Scott Murdoch. We do have a final. Skyview has beaten Snow Canyon, so Snow Canyon season up in Logan comes to an end tonight. Dixie and Pineview in control. Hurricane still leading East in the fourth quarter. Get you all those finals. Update the bracket when we're done. Murdoch inside, doubled. He'll flip it over. Phillips short. Oh, Britton had a great look and hung on the rim and said, not this time. Here comes Bay on a jog across half court. Him and Murdoch have been lined up against each other. And now a 3 by Israelian, and he buries it.
It's right now just a lack of understanding the scout, right? This is a team.
Lindquist free throw line, jumper won't go. Murdoch offensive rebound, kick out. Hokanson all alone. He'll hoist the 3 and hit the 3. It's 52-50. Murray by 2.
And Hokanson has hit some big threes in this game when Crimson needed them.
Mark that one down at the 440 mark for Hokanson. Will Hokanson with the triple. Brought to you by Nets on Fire. Good save by Hinckley. They'll get it over to Bay. Bay driving on Murdoch, and he left it a little bit short. Rebound, Hoke. Hoke will put it on a dribble, kick it to Phillips. Phillips into the front court, bumped, and it hits a player's head, and it's saved by Israelian, and now they have numbers. And Phillips, probably not a horrible foul there, but he was trying to get a steal, and Hinckley was bumped off his track. And the big guy, Collette, will check in for Coach Bay. Israelian will inbound. Roman Israelian has been terrific tonight. He's got 22. That's a game high. And that 3 won't go. And a loose ball rebound called against Collette.
Colette's got his hands up saying, I wasn't me. You got the wrong guy.
That's the third of the quarter. And again, just 4:06 on the clock. Murray up 52-50. And Coach Bay going and getting Collette. And checking back in is, was that Curtis or was that Chappell? Couldn't tell if it was 10 or 20. I think it's Chappell.
It was 10 there.
They're both in the game. Lindquist in the front court. Left wing to back. Back lob it high to Murdoch. It's fronted. And trying to save it.
This is where you have good old-fashioned fake a pass to make a pass. John Wooden is telling it from the rooftops in heaven, saying, look, when you got a guy who's trying to aggressively front and it's in a zone, move the defense with the fake pass, get the zone shifting, and then I don't know what out of bounds that play that is, but
they go into back out near half court. And now we got a whistle and a foul down low on a bump again by.
And that's it's going to be on Chappell. And I can't figure out how he keeps in a zone, how he keeps ending up on the post guarding Murdoch. But I'd like to see Crimson with a better inbounds play.
And a shot from the corner by Lindquist. That won't go. Rebound tracked down by Leroy. Second chance points on the table here for Crimson. Back, starts, now stops, now wraps up under the basket. Kicks it to Murdoch. There's Lindquist on a cut, pump fake, and Lindquist hammered, and he'll head to the line for 2, a chance to tie the game. We do have a Flynn Companies update. Hurricane has won tonight over East in the 6-11 matchup, seeding-wise, 63-58. So the Tigers have punched their ticket to the quarterfinals at Weber State. Pineview is still up 67-59, but Ott and Ojegba for Pineview have fouled out.
And what's that score?
67-59. Pineview still leads by 8. Lindquist first free throw, good. Max got 12.
I like here on the made, if he can make this and knock this down, I like the idea of throwing maybe a little bit of a zone on them and maybe even a full court trap here just to try and mix it up a little bit and keep this Murray team off balance with 3:29 left.
One more Fab Freddy's free throw. Got it. McKay is, 5 of 7 from the free throw line tonight? He's got 12,
and an important
13.
possession here. You have to see basketball. Come on, Dev.
Back. And nearly a steal. And now it is a steal. Easton back. Euro step through the lane, and they'll wave it off. He was fouled first. They didn't give him the continuation, so back.
I don't know.
We'll have to go to the line.
That's an and one, baby.
Take another look. You be the judge. The little step through.
That's a foul. That's an and one. Oh, my goodness. Great job of going up there and creating the contact and making the shot.
He'll have to earn it.
What a great play. Another one of those. If that would have counted, boy, that might have been our AWP playmaker play of the game.
Back's got 9 and looking for point number 10, and it rims out no good. One more for Easton. We're tied at 52. 3:11 left to go in regulation. Back's second free throw is good. Crimson up by 1.
And I will take a full timeout for Crimson here, and I like this, right? Give your unit with 3:11 left, up 1, draw up something, get a timeout, give them a breather, and finish it off.
All right, we'll take a quick 30-second break. Don't want to miss a thing. Right now, we got a good one on our hands, 53-52. Crimson by 1 over Murray on the Fan Sports Network and the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Injury law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
And we're back, everybody. Glad you're with us here. And it is a tight one tonight at the Field House, presented by the Boulevard, 53-52. Devin Dixon, Ben Lindquist with you. Jeff Christensen, our statistician. Dusty Allen, our producer. Michael running the camera. All hands on deck. And so far, Hurricane has won and Snow Canyon has lost. Those are the only 2 finals that we have thus far. Pineview still up by 8 last report, and Dixie also leading. We'll keep an eye on those, but still, we got to focus on this one. Far from over here. Murray with the basketball. Roman Israelian drives with the left hand and scores it with the left hand. And Murray back up by 1.
A really good move there, and a great job of finishing with the offhand.
He's got 24. He averages 13 a game. Having a big night tonight for Coach Bay and the Spartans. Phillips, kick it out to Lindquist. He'll drive, stop, pop, little 14-footer, rims out, no good. Looked like it was going down, and now loose ball foul on Easton back. And Easton has collected the 3rd team foul here in the 4th quarter, and also his 3rd personal foul of the game. And 2:35 to go. Murray by 1. Bay to Hinckley. Back to Bay. Man-to-man defense applied by the Mustangs. And Hinckley's going to take a triple, misfire, and it's going to be a hold call on somebody for Crimson there. They didn't let him get off the block there, and I think that's probably the right call, Ben.
Yeah, it is the right call, Dev. And look, this is the problem with long rebounds. But it looked like, actually, I take that back.
I don't know.
Trey Leroy got shoved in the back.
They called it on Britton.
And then they called it on Britton on the loose ball. But I really think if Crimson will go get the basketball there as it hits the deck.
That's his 3rd. Bay catches it out near half court. Murdoch guarding. Those two have been battling all night long. And Bay short. And Crimson with the ball. 2:10 to go. Down by 1. Murdoch to the middle. And it's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Plenty of time. 29 on the shot clock. 2:06 on the game clock.
I'll give them credit. They let them play there. They let them play there. You got to be okay with that. The
consistency, yeah. That's what you've been wanting all season long, and we're getting it for the most part tonight in a crucial moment late in this game. Back thought about the 3. He'll put it on the deck. Now he loses the handle. Murdoch saves it over to Lindquist.
And it's a spacing issue, right? You're driving into your opponent, which means one guy can guard two.
Lob it high. Murdoch pushed from the backside and knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Crimson.
And look, that's a foul, Bev. That's the problem, is they've got to call that because it's just that point of the game that when you can see clearly, we had a great angle, the official had a great angle, you just got to call the foul.
And the official's telling
he's telling
to
Coach
get in the
Bay,
box.
He's telling him to sit down. They've warned him all game long. He's been on him all game long, and he's telling him now. Oh, he's telling the bench to sit down.
The bench.
And he's saying, guys,
using the coach's
I'm the
box.
coach. I can do that.
Inbound to back. 15 on the shot clock. Easton straight away. Gets it to Leroy. Leroy into Murdoch. Pump fakes and shoots it, but fouled. Putback won't count. He'll have to go to the line.
Let's watch this. This could be the end of the game for him. He's going to foul out there. He's played outstanding. Bay has.
Oh, and Bay is clearly emotional right now. He has fouled out. They'll send in Whiting, and Bay is
I love the
heartbroken.
Passion. It tells you what these kids are, the effort and the passion they have for the game. I wish we saw it at the pro level where guys cared as much as some of these kids do.
Murdoch hits the free throw.
And Bay has just had an outstanding game. He's done everything for this Murray team.
16. He's going to finish with 16. And a timeout, and it's a full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll come back for the finish. Murdoch will have a free throw when we come back. We haven't settled anything. We're tied at 54 apiece on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Stick around.
Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Today's game is brought to you by Dealer Collision, Coral Canyon Golf Course, Udy and Associates, Fabulous Freddy's, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
And we're back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us all season long, and our coverage will not stop tonight. We will be up at Weber State University. We know Dixie closing in on a win. Last report, we had the Flyers up 47-36. That was a while ago. Pineview has got 3:36 to go, and they pushed the lead up to nearly 20, but then all of a sudden it was down to 8, and 2 Panthers have fouled out. We'll keep you posted. Murdoch can give Crimson the lead. Here's the second free throw out of the timeout. He missed it, but Leroy grabs an offensive rebound. Tied at 54, 1:40 to go. Back on the left wing, goes up high to Lindquist. Whips it back to Easton. Easton going to drive down the lane, shove it up, no good. Lindquist put back and one. McKay Lindquist will head to the line with the Mustangs up by 2. He got the offensive rebound, scored it, and took the bump.
And I know one thing, his dad has been telling him after every game, get involved on the offensive and defensive glass. Get extra points and scores by doing the little things and getting the extra effort. And on that play, I'll give him high marks. He crashed the boards and was able to get it, finish it.
And McKay was the hero not once, not twice, but 3 times last week, and 3 wins to wrap up the outright Region 9 title. He had big game-winning threes a couple times, had a game-winning pass another time, and he hits the free throw, and it's a 3-point lead, which is Crimson's largest of the game at 57-54.
And right now they're going to have to do it defensively.
And a jump ball tie-up as Lindquist gets his hand in there and got the cookie this time.
And I look, I know his Uncle Sean will say the same thing. We wish that's how active he played on defense all of the time. That's the frustrating thing, is he's got it in him. Can you do it consistently? The great players do, and right now Crimson as a team is going to have to win this game with their defense on this possession.
57-54, 1 minute to go, 1 minute remaining, and it's deflected out of bounds by Easton back. It'll stay with Murray.
And right now, Dev, here's something to think about. 1, do not give an open 3. 2, if you get beat, don't foul and get an and 1 possibility. It's got to be a hard foul, and you got to look out here as Israelian is going to take that thing and let it fly.
Roman Israelian out top, nifty dribbling. He wants the 3. He takes the 3. He hits the 3, and we are tied at 57. About a 12, 13-second differential. Coach Murdoch not calling a timeout.
Dev, this is my point. You have to take that away. That can't even be a possibility.
He's got 27, a game high, and he's tied the game. Lindquist backs it back out, lost the handle, gets it back. 22 to go, now 12 on the shot clock. Lindquist to the middle, whips it down low. Leroy, bucket, good! A beautiful pass and bucket. 12 seconds. Israelian on the wing and a timeout called by Murray, and we catch our breath. Take another look at that pass. It looked like Lindquist was going to shoot it. Last second, the old bounce pass, and Leroy, what a great cut under the rim. Here it is for you.
Great find, great feed. It's done by keeping his head up, coming to a jump stop, and by basket cutting. When 2 guys guard 1, somebody's open. It's math 101 here tonight at the Fieldhouse.
2-point lead for Crimson. Our Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. Clutch play there. And
Dev, let's talk here about the final 10 seconds.
You can't let them have the 3, right?
Yeah, I just said it before. This is going to be a Murray team. I could see them casting a 3. You can't even make that a possibility. You have to take that out of the equation like they didn't do right there. But here's part 2. Long rebounds mean you have to crash the glass. You have to find somebody, and you have to box out. Let's look at the fouls. There's no fouls to give now, as both teams will be in the double bonus if anybody fouls at this point. But for Crimson, their defense is going to have to win it tonight for them to move on and face Hurricane.
Murdoch and Lindquist both have 16. 27 for Israelian. Bay fouled out with 16, so you know that Roman Israelian is the guy they want to have a potential game-tying or game-winning shot. It's going to be Phillips guarding him. They're going to double him immediately. He's got to pass out of the trap. Hinckley looks at the clock with 4. Hinckley's got to shoot it. Lindquist in his face. It's short, and game over. Crimson wins. They wave off the lay-in. It didn't count. Crimson going to the Purple Palace at Weber State, and they win it 59-57. What a finish there. He alley-ooped it, came down, flipped it up and in, but half a second too later, we would have went to overtime.
Incredible defensive effort there as we take a look at the Holbrook Asphalt play. Watch the individual defensive here, staying on your feet, not giving up a 3. And you're right, my goodness. And what's funny is Crimson lost a game to Skyview up at the Centrum in preseason action on a play just like that. But my goodness, Devin Dixon.
Wow.
I need my statins. Call my cardiologist. Save a seat on the online app at the hospital. I'm on my way. I can't do that again.
Oh, my goodness. The Crimson cardiac kids come through in crunch time. Clutch plays down the stretch, and that is a heartbreaking way to lose. And what a heroic effort for Roman Israelian, who had 27 tonight. But Britton Phillips did a really good job. Once he was doubled, he had to give it up, and then Phillips was denying him the ball. They couldn't get it back to him.
I love the coaching decision there. Scott Murdoch and Mortensen there and that whole squad. Boy, what a great job of drawing up the double team. What a risky proposition with 10 seconds left. But that time they knew with Bay on the court, sitting there on the sideline, fouled out. They had to do something dramatic, and they sure did it right there. I'll tell you what, though. I can tell you what I think is the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. I can tell you who I think my Jersey Mike sub of the game is. By the way, I need it Mike's way right now because I need something. I'm running on straight fumes and adrenaline right after a game like that. I feel like Uncle Jeff at Copper Rock today, heading down the 18th, firing a 66 net with 16 strokes they gave that guy out there today. You got to be kidding me, Uncle Jeff.
I know. And he took them. He took them.
Took them and smiled.
And Crimson will take the win. It doesn't matter how you do it in the playoffs. You just have to find a way. And a gutsy effort again. Shout out to Murray, Coach Bay, and that staff. That's a heartbreaking way to lose. They played their tails off tonight. And the 14 seed nearly got it done against the number 3 Mustangs. We'll get you all your updated bracket, but can tell you Hurricane has won, Dixie has won, and now Crimson has won. I haven't seen a final yet on Pineview. We know Snow Canyon has lost tonight, and this one was fantastic. Let's take just a quick 30-second timeout. Ben's got all of the awards to hand out. We got some highlights to show you. We'll catch our breath. The final for you, 59-57. Crimson wins by 2, live on the Fan Sports Network.
It's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Fieldhouse. Crimson Cliffs has won it tonight in dramatic fashion, 59-57. Lindquist and Murdoch both have a team-high 16 each. Back had 9 points tonight. Israelian for Murray was sensational with 27 in the loss for the Spartans. And this is the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show, and we have a lot to get to. Stats, scores, updated bracket. Well, let's start with our awards tonight. And as we do some awards, we'll give you some more statistical along the way. And Ben, I think there's no question. I think we both agree on the Appliance Wholesaler Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. And that came right down at the end. And it's the Crimson 2 there. And McKay Lindquist got to the middle of the floor, pump fake not once but twice, and then finds Easton back. Here it is for everybody watching at home. Beautiful stuff.
2-foot jump style. And what I love the most is he walks down the court. These guys all want to score at this age. He runs down the court, throws his arm up in the air because his teammate scored the bucket.
And in a high percentage, easy, probably the easiest bucket they've gotten all night, honestly.
And one of the great BYU players, Kurt Christensen, will talk about how the most important stat is the score. And that's what every player should care about first. And at the end of the day, you know, like I talk about this Portland State phenom, Jamie Snook, he talks about one thing and one thing only. It's on the golf course. It's on the basketball court. We're not drawing pictures here. It's about what the scoreboard says. It's about what the scorecard says. And tonight, the scorecard says Crimson is moving on, Devin Dixon.
They are, and that is your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. And I think tonight, McKay Lindquist is your Findlay Subaru star of the game. Findlay Subaru, go see the all-star lineup. Him and Murdoch both had 16. Obviously, Israelian, if you were to pick a star of the game for Murray tonight, you can't discount what he did with 27 points tonight. So shout out to him. But you got to go with some clutch plays offensively and defensively. And I think it was those clutch defensive plays down the stretch in the fourth quarter. He had 11 of his 16 in the second half, but it was defensively making a couple plays that kind of was the difference maker, I think. And ultimately, that's why I went with McKay Lindquist.
And I agree. I think really he turned it up a notch defensively there the last several possessions of the fourth quarter. And those are the things you have to do to win at the end of the season. That big-time block right there, that was critical because if that would have been a foul, that would have been his fourth foul, and he would have had to take a seat in the third quarter. but my goodness, Bay hit some big threes. Murray gave every chance. That was a huge three. I would have voted for that if it
wasn't a game winner, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, this play right here, boom, bounce pass, fundamental. Trey Leroy focusing in, laying it up.
And this is the final
game
play.
Winner, and great defense right here. Look at this. Stays down, active hands, makes it hard.
And just
what an opportunity there.
That close to overtime. Half a second more on the clock. And that would have sent it to overtime. They waved it off.
Incredible finish.
And we have Crimson moving on to Weber State University.
And Dev, I had an opportunity to hear Kent Fairborn, the head coach for 1 year before Scott Murdoch, and then he took an administrative role.
That's right.
Great for his family, but I know that guy lives, breathes.
He might have as many shoes as you.
He's got way more. That guy, he spent every one of his teacher dollars and that admin increase that he got in pay on Jordans and Kobe's and everything in between. But I'll tell you what he said last night to this Crimson team. He said, you've shown that you can win the close games. You've shown that you can work together as a team when it matters. And tonight, it was prophetic. They were able to do it, not pathetic, prophetic. They were able to execute down the stretch offensively and defensively. And for that reason, Crimson Cliffs,
and you know
will
what?
go on to round 3.
I tip my hat to Murray tonight. Yes, Crimson won 59-57, but they're now battle-tested. This game helps Crimson, I think, immensely going into next Wednesday because they had to fight and claw, and they had some big situational moments in this game where they had to find a way, and they did. And now they're going to feel confident they can do it again if needs be.
Yeah, and we'll be up there with the whole fam squad with KSL and some other great partners. But I'll tell you what, you hit the nail on the head right there, Dev. Those types of wins, right? When you lose those games, they pull you apart. When you win them, they bind you like some kind of super chemical, vibranium, right? You're able to reflect that negative energy and shoot it out and use it for the positive. And tonight, I'll tell you what.
Dusty, you didn't tell me I had to bring a dictionary to the broadcast booth tonight.
Well, Dusty knows vibranium, of course, a Marvel
that's right.
otherworldly metal there that the
yeah.
Wakandans used, Captain America's shield and so forth. But I'll tell you, I was super impressed tonight with how resilient they were, because if you had asked me to get out the pocketbook and bet on how that thing was going to end at the first quarter, at the second quarter, at the third quarter, Murray was the betting favorite there because they played so hard. I'll tell you, Coach Bay, he did an exceptional job of preparing that team. They came out with haymakers, with jabs. They came out dancing like butterfly feet on sore butterfly feet, if you will, using an old Jim Nance term there. But I think overall, Crimson, they deserve to win that game. But Murray, I'll tell you what, I don't think they deserve to lose it.
Yeah,
Crimson just made a couple more plays.
Largest lead of the game, I think, was 8 for Murray, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, and 3 for Crimson. It never got to double digits either way. I bet we had 10-plus ties or lead changes. This was the old proverbial seesaw battle tonight. We do have one more award to get to.
Oh, okay.
And I think this one's pretty easy. Your Jersey Mike sub of the game. And Ben, I don't need a drum roll. I think those 2 threes that Will Hokanson hit coming off the bench, 6 points, I thought those were big buckets. One in the second quarter and another big one in the fourth quarter.
And I agree totally, Dev. Go get it Mike's way over at Jersey Mike's, because nobody does it better than those guys do. And I'll tell you why. Those 2 threes, right? You'd say, we hit 2 threes. But here's the reason. Those came when the Crimson offense was stagnant. They couldn't get anything going, and it was almost like a pressure valve releaser. They came when it just felt like nothing was happening until, boom, he gets that, and it kind of gives you a little bit of breathing capability. And certainly a kid that has worked really hard on his game, and I'm really happy for Will for those big threes and to be our Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Couple things. Some final scores brought to you here inside of our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show on a thrilling Friday night in the state of Utah in 4A. And games next week at Weber we'll get to in just a second. But the finals for everybody out there, if you're leaving this gym or another one, 74-65, Pineview has won, despite Jelani Ojegba and Ott. They both fouled out early in that game. And then Dixie wins by 10, 68-58 tonight. Hurricane by 5. They beat East 63-60. to 58. And of course, Crimson here 59 to 57. The only Region 9 team, they go 4 out of 5 today. Snow Canyon had a rough time shooting the basketball tonight. They get doubled up 66 to 33. Good season. Coach Ball really doing a great job. That program's in great hands. They play so hard, but just wasn't their night as Skyview gets the win.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I really thought that Snow Canyon would make a little bit of a run, at least to the third round. And I also was impressed by Coach Ball and the culture change and chemistry that he was able to develop with that team. They played so hard. It started in the summer. They really came together. Congratulations, Snow Canyon. You played a great season, and you were a tough out the entire season. And sometimes it just doesn't click. And unfortunately, it happened tonight for them. But we've talked about it all season, Dev. Region 9 taking 4 of those 8 quarterfinal spots. And I'm not surprised by any of that.
Right.
And for Crimson, their path leads right back through Region 9.
Hurricane.
Dixie is they're gonna see strangers there on the other side of the bracket, but it's gonna be Crimson Hurricane next Wednesday.
7 o'clock game. 7 o'clock game.
7 o'clock game. Okay.
The D Event Center at.
Oh, it's gonna be 2:30
or 2:30. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong line. You're right.
We'll have it for you right here on the Fan Sports Network.
Yep, boys
and
go
on KSL
morning.
Sports.
Yep, the boys go in the morning, girls go in the quarterfinals, and they flip it for the semis and the finals.
And then it'll go. Pineview is going to square off, I believe, against Timpanogos.
Yes, that is correct.
If they were able to upend, I don't know if they were able to upend Juan Diego tonight.
They did.
And I'm not surprised. And I'll tell you, I got a chance to watch that Timpanogos team play in December, and they have, I think, one of the most explosive scorers in the state there. And he can fill it up. Crimson had him by like 11, and boom, boom, he scores 9 straight, and suddenly it goes to overtime.
And I know they played Summit Academy in the first round, but they scored 84 points. They can score the basketball.
They can score it. They can shoot it. They can slash it. They can finish it inside.
I was trying to find the score of that one.
That's going to be an interesting matchup, but we could see, I think that Crimson Hurricane, it's a shame those two teams have to play each other again in the quarterfinals, but they split it on the season. And this will be an ultimate test for both of them.
56-43, Timpanogos beat Juan Diego by 13 tonight. And by the way, the number 1 overall seed, Provo, they won tonight as well. They beat Judge Memorial as well. So the number 1 seed staying alive. That was a pretty close game. I think they won by 7 or 8 tonight in that one. So a lot of people are going to go home and do some research, and a lot of coaches not going to get much sleep over the weekend. They're going to be scouting, watching film. You got to put all your emphasis into tonight's games before you really look ahead. It's one step, one practice, one game at a time. But now they come at you fast and furious. Now we will have an off day next Thursday. So you have all the quarterfinals. We'll have an off day next Thursday. The semifinals for boys and girls will be next Friday, and then the state championship on Saturday. Off day because Weber State has home game at their home court, the D Event Center, the Purple Palace, as I like to call it.
What a great basketball venue.
67-55, Provo won by 12. I was a little off.
And really just a result of that third quarter where they were outscored by 6 because Provo team is really good. They're number 1 for a reason.
Yeah.
And that'll be an interesting matchup. So who will Provo play then? Will they play Dixie?
No, not yet. Not yet. Let me go back to the bracket.
Semifinals. Okay.
So here's what we've got. Dixie will play Mountain View, who upset Cottonwood tonight, 76-72.
Wow.
So the 4 seed Cottonwood is out. So it'll be Dixie and Mountain View. That'll be the first game next Wednesday morning. That's the 9:30 game.
And that is a massive upset. That Cottonwood team ranked in the top 5 or 6 all season long. A great squad. Great coaching staff as well.
And then Provo will play the second game at 11:10 against Skyview, who beat Snow Canyon.
That'll be interesting because Skyview, I got a chance to see them too. In fact, this Crimson team lost at the buzzer on a similar play that Murray had, except for they got it off at the buzzer and it went in. But that'll be an interesting game. They slow you down, they drive and kick, and they are very opportunistic as well. That'll be an interesting matchup. I think all 4 of those games are going to be good ones, and you're going to want to tune right in here to the Fan Sports Network.
Yep. So again, next Wednesday we're off for Monday. We won't have the drive, but we will be back in Tuesday morning. We'll talk all about those matchups. We'll talk with some coaches, and then we'll head up to Ogden Tuesday afternoon for this full slate for you. So we'll have boys games in 3 of the 4 quarterfinals on the boys' side. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to see how many Region 9 teams punch their ticket to Weber State on that side of the bracket.
But I think it will be similar as well. I think
they're all at home tomorrow.
Yep, I think we could see 4 there as well. 3 for sure, 4 is a maybe. But great job by Region 9. Again, an underappreciated part of the state when it comes to basketball for a long time.
I think Murray heartbroken right now. Crimson rejoicing. They are moving on 59-57. Shout out and congrats to Coach Roberts and Dixie. They won. Coach Amico and Pineview, they won. Coach Stout out there in Hurricane, they got the job done tonight as well. Snow Canyon did fall to Skyview. You guys have a great 3-day weekend. Thank you so much for watching, listening. Thanks to our great sponsors, all our post-game sponsors, Finley Subaru, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Johnson Pediatrics Dentistry, Jersey Mike's, and thank you for tuning in. If you need our sponsors, products, or services, go tell them thanks for sponsoring high school hoops here on the Fan Sports Network. Again, the final on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Crimson Cliffs wins it in a nail-biter by 2, 59-57. Good night, and go get your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert at Yogurtland now till they close.